Welcome to Soul Vanguard. Today we go over standard deck profile for Aqua Force. And so a starter, we start with the generic starter that we have. There's nothing new. You just ride on him, and then you get to draw a card. Now for our boss monsters, we play 4 of the trial deck card. Yes, it is Naval Gazer Dragon. I do not believe in Maelstrom. I believe that Maelstrom is it slows down the engines of the deck. I mean, I could be wrong because I have played against the Aqua Force build that used the Naval Grazer and I lost against it. But it has some other choices and it has some other differences as well. But I think that Naval Grazer Dragon is much more effective when it comes to lifting Aqua Force to go for multi-attacks. I do not believe in Maelstrom, and I think Naval Gazer Dragon is a much more effective choice. Then we play 2 of the Storm Rider Diamantes. I don't use his skill that much often, but if I don't have Tidal Assault, then he's really useful. Then we play, this could be shocking, but we need this piece to win. If you see him when you are going for your multi-attacks, you will automatically win, which is Riptide Dragon. We play 4 of. Yes, we do play 4 of, and we do not play 4 of Diamantes or something like that, because A, if you're going more than 2 Excel circles, you're gonna lose anyway. B, you're not gonna need that many Excel circles in your deck, because if you have your Naval Gazer Dragons in your hand, that's the only thing you wanna that's the only thing you wanna ride for, and you wanna get your Excel circles. You need this card on your rear guard, and combined with Influent Dagger. If you have Riptide Dragon, Influent Dagger, then you have Tidal Assault. Those 3 key pieces can win you game right away. So for that reason, we do need Riptide Dragon. Keep in mind though, it can only attack after 4th battle or from the 4th battle. So if you forget it, your opponent will remind you and you won't be able to hit. So keep in mind. Now for our grade 2s, we have one of the best, but not technically the best, card, which is Marine General of the Restless Tides, Argos. This card is our main Vanguard target because we need other cards or other units for the rear guard, and this is could be used as a Tidal Assault as well if you have a Counter Blast and you don't have any soul left. So amazing card, good if you go for a first battle. You can if it's a first battle, you can restand him. It classes with Tidal Assault, but it's still a good card. If it's on the Vanguard circle, you can Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, and stand something else. It's really good for the early rush that you do with your grade 2. So for the reason, we play 4 off, and that's the best Vanguard target we have in standard right now. Then of course we gonna play the bread and butter of the Aqua Force. This card carries the whole clan on his shoulder alone. If you don't see him, good luck for dying. You need this card. It is Tidal Assault. It costs you a Soul Blast if you are restanding him. I mean, it costs you a Soul Blast, but if you're gonna stand from the first turn, it's not gonna lose -5000. But it does clashes with the Argos, so keep in mind and utilize the skill properly. But if you see him, basically it's gonna make your engine work. If you don't see him, you will die. It will make your attacks much more effective. It might hit, might not hit, but it will make sure your waves works properly. And for that reason, Tidal Assault is the must of. I don't know what you're doing if you're not playing 4. So this is a really good card, and basically it's the best card that we have as a grade 2. And then we play 3 of Storm Rider Basil. This card, I play him because I want to make sure that my rear guard hits. There is another card which gets plus 3000 without any cost for more than some kind of a battle. But that card doesn't make sure that it will hit the Force Clan. At least this will make sure that my Force, that if I attack on a Force Vanguard, it will hit. Because there has been so many times if I'm using on a grade 2 and like they get a trigger, and now what do? I just hit with the Basil. It gets plus 10,000 on the after doing Counter Blast. And yes, you can perform 4th battle on your grade 2. It is possible. It's completely possible. If somebody tells you it's not, then I don't know how he's playing. Now we have the best grade 1 in my opinion. So you definitely play it as a 4-off, which is Influence Dagger. I have explained in some previous video how this card works, and it's an amazing card. It builds up your power tremendously after third battle. So must have 3 or 4 off, but I'm gonna play 4 off because it makes sure that I don't need anything on my back row. And the most of the time your field setup is so bad, you are just going to have something in your front row. If you can get the luxury of something to have something in your back row, you are lucky, and your opponent is really doing bad job. But yeah, it's really good. Influence Dagger is amazing card because it makes sure that you have a unit to hit. So must have 4 off. Now we play 4 Light Signal Penguin Soldier, free counter charge in the battle phase, which is amazing, and an Exo Light, so why not. And now we play 4 of Tionite Theos. Kinda okay card. You don't use him that often, but if you do, make sure that it hits. Like most of the time your opponent's gonna know this effect and they're gonna like, okay, there you go, PG, you're not gonna hit. So probably not the best, but it works. So for the reason we play 4 Tionite Theos. Now for our trigger lineup, this is a really this is a really aggressive clan. If you are playing something defensive, you just you're weakening your main win con. So for that reason, I'm playing 8 crits, and I am playing 8 crits and I'm playing 8 fronts. Now hear me out. Heals doesn't matter because most of the time you will be playing against this deck relies on making sure that you have less of the damage than your opponent, and then you win that how. Like if you're having more damage than your opponent, you're gonna lose anyway. So heals are not going off. Perfect Guard's fun. I'm thinking about cutting my 4 triggers, like 4 front triggers, to put some Perfect Gun in it. I will see how it goes, but you can switch it around. I do recommend playing Perfect Guards because it kind of brings some kind of consistency. If like everything is going wrong and you might not kill them, they could be useful, but for right now I don't play them. Maybe I'll switch it around in the future. So yeah, so this is the Aqua Force deck profile for standard. I hope you enjoyed. Give it a like and subscribe.